When China's Shenfei's J-50VI aircraft overturned the traditional warplane form with its droopless design, how did it achieve the double breakthroughs of stealth and speed without sacrificing maneuverability? The mysterious fighter jet, which had fallen silent since its maiden flight in December 2024, attracted global attention again in April 2025 with a set of high-definition test flight images. The U.S. website Battlefield.com called it the most revolutionary aerial platform, and the Russian military review website asserted that the rules of future naval and air warfare will be rewritten by it. The Russian military review website asserted that it may rewrite the rules of future air and sea warfare. This is the outside world given the J-50, code name of the aircraft, is to lambda wings, intelligent skin, omnidirectional stealth and other black science and technology, quietly reshaping the technical standards of the 6th-generation aircraft. From the exposure of the test flight images, the J-50 completely abandoned the traditional vertical tail design, can be called the most daring breakthrough. Although the tail configuration can significantly reduce the radar reflection area to 0.001 square meters, equivalent to half a sparrow's radar signal characteristics, but the flight control system presents unprecedented challenges. To this end, Shenfei engineers creatively integrated a number of cutting-edge technologies. Binary vector nozzle can be adjusted in real time, according to the flight state of the direction of engine thrust. Full motion wingtip can be completed within 0.1 seconds 20 degrees of deflection, in order to correct the flight attitude, with the fuselage distribution of the 64 microfluidic control devices so that the warplane in the elimination of the drogue tail is still able to complete the zero radius turn and other difficult maneuvers. What's more, the Sky Dome intelligent flight control system carried by it can analyze tens of thousands of aerodynamic data points in real time and optimize the flight strategy independently through the quantum computer with 1,000,000 billion operations per second. And the introduction of such AI pilots has enabled the J-50 to successfully shoot down 8 F-22 target planes in the simulated confrontation in March 2025 by the combination of the tactics of Cobra maneuver plus laser intercept. Compared with Shenfei's J-36, which emphasizes the air command post positioning of systematic combat, the J-50's 22-meter fuselage and 2,200-kilometer combat radius appear to be conservative, but in fact there are hidden mysteries. Its shipboard adaptability design includes foldable lambda wings, reinforced landing gear structure and electromagnetic ejection interface, so that the 40-ton maximum takeoff weight of the airframe can be deployed comfortably on the deck of the Fujian ship. Together with the 7-meter built-in bomb bay loaded with Thunderbolt 21 ultra-long-range missiles and Eagle 12 anti-ship missiles, forming a three-dimensional deterrent to the aircraft carrier battle group. This dual-use feature allows it to be used as a carrier aircraft to upset the balance of air and sea power, but also to replace the Air Force's existing J-20S at a cost of $120 million to carry out indigenous air defense and regional air control missions. In terms of power system, the J-50's twin-engine configuration also breaks the mold. The two turbofan 19 improved engines use nano-ceramic turbine blades and 3D printed combustion chambers, which reduce the intensity of infrared signals to 1/5 of that of the F-22 while realizing 15 tons of thrust in a single unit. More noteworthy is its original, breathing, air intake design. DSI bulge and fuselage with variable impedance material can be dynamically adjusted according to the flight speed of the air intake, so that the warplane in the Mach 1.8 supertraveling state to reduce fuel consumption by 30%, the combat radius extends to 3,000 kilometers, enough to cover the key nodes of the second island chain. This power innovation was verified in a test flight in April 2025. The J-50 with 6 missiles mounted took off from Lingshui Airport in Hainan and arrived at Zhengmuqianshi airspace in just 25 minutes, without aerial refueling. The leapfrog improvement of stealth performance is another major killer of J-50. In addition to the use of 6th-generation plasma stealth coating, its fuselage seams use laser welding technology to control the gap at the level of 0.01 millimeters, together with the deep groove design of the belly and the edge of the serrated hatch, which can scatter the radar wave to 120 different directions. The U.S. military in the East China Sea confrontation has found that the F-35N, a PG-81 radar in the 200-kilometer distance to the J-50 detection probability of less than 5%, and the latter is equipped with the DOME electronic warfare system, once started, can be made to a radius of 200 kilometers within the enemy radar screen continues to show a snowflake interference. This full-band stealth capability was demonstrated in the 2024 Taiwan Navy exercise, the Japanese E-767 AWACS aircraft failed to capture the J-50's trajectory until it suddenly appeared in the exercise airspace to carry out a simulated attack. Although the dispute over the positioning of J-50 and J-36 is still going on, the complementary nature of the two 6th-generation aircrafts has gradually become clear. Shenfei J-36, by virtue of three-engine configuration and the maximum takeoff weight of 50 to 60 tons, can carry a 2-meter diameter active phased array radar to command the drone swarm combat, while Shenfei J-50 is focused on air superiority fighting and rapid response. The two form a heavy sword and fast knife combination is building up the Chinese Air Force's 6th-generation aircraft combat system. It is worth paying attention to J-50 reserved quantum communication interface and space-based sensor networking capabilities, so that it can real-time guide in Dongfeng 17 hypersonic missiles to carry out cross-domain strikes. This Air Node plus Strategic Weapons synergistic mode in the 2025 West Pacific exercise successfully paralyzed the multi-layered defense system, including the Aegis, Ship and Patriot positions. While the US GAD program is still struggling with the variable cycle engine's thrust oscillation problem, the J-50 has already verified 95% of its technical specifications through 19 test flights, and military sources have revealed that it is expected to form its initial combat capability before 2027, which is 10 years earlier than the US estimate of the F-47's service time. This generational advantage is not only reflected in the equipment level, but also reflects the systematic breakthrough of China's aviation industry, from Henan Township Enterprises turning nanoscale parts precision machining, to the Xi'an Composites Research Institute developed a ceramic-based skin that can withstand 3,000 degrees Celsius. Every rivet of the J-50 is imprinted with the gene of independent innovation. As the test pilot wrote in his logbook, "We are no longer chasing other people's wake, but writing new rules in the dome of the sky with our trajectory." This 6th-generation aircraft, which combines stealth, intelligence and ultra-cruise, is transforming the former, out of reach, into today's, far ahead. In terms of weapon systems, the J-50's revolutionary breakthrough is also embodied in its modular vertical launch device. Drawing on Shenfei's patent for an onboard buried vertical launch system announced in 2021, the aircraft integrates an 8-unit vertical launch silo in the center of the fuselage, which is compatible with Thunderbolt 15 air-to-air missiles, Hawk 18 anti-ship missiles, and even small cruise missiles. Compared with the traditional under-wing mounting, this design not only raises the load capacity to 16 missiles, but also realizes 360-degree omnidirectional attack capability. In the confrontation exercise in January 2025, the J-50 had used the vertically launched Thunderbolt 17 missiles to shoot down the simulated enemy aircraft attacking from the rear, which creates a new paradigm of killing the enemy with backfire in the air combat. Equipped with a laser proximity defense system, it successfully intercepted 6 incoming AIM-9X missiles at a distance of 50 meters, demonstrating subversive end-to-end defense capabilities. Facing the proliferation pressure of the F-35 fleet in the Asia-Pacific region, the installation of the J-50 will completely reverse the regional balance of power. According to the US simulation, a combat cluster of 12 J-50S with 36 Attack 11 drones can destroy 48 F-35s at the Okinawa base in the first wave of strikes, while its own battle loss rate is less than 5%. More far-reaching impact lies in the tactical changes it triggered, through the manned aircraft, plus drones plus space-based systems of the three-dimensional combat network. The J-50 can compress the traditional air war from minute confrontation to second decision-making. As the U.S. Pacific Command report said, the emergence of China's 6th-generation aircraft forces us to redefine the textbook of air warfare in the 21st century air warfare textbook.